There's nothing more beautiful than resting. No!
I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, show up.
I don't ever slow up, no, I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate
this. Today we're going to talk about the Sabbath. Is it biblical to practice it or not? Should we keep the 7th day of the week just like the Jews did? Alright, to do that, we're going to look at 5 fundamental points. First of all, we can see that there is no biblical or archaeological evidence of a Sabbath practice before the Exodus. That is, before God gave the commandments. Not even the Jews practiced the Sabbath, which implies that the Sabbath belonged exclusively to the law. Now then, some might say that in the book of Genesis, God already blessed the Sabbath day. On the 7th day, he rested. However, we must remember a few things here. Number 1, when he rests and takes that day of rest, he never establishes it as an ordinance or law for all human beings. Never in the book of Genesis does it say that all people continued to rest on the Sabbath day. In addition to this, we must notice a subtle difference between the 6 days and the 7th. It was evening and morning on the 5th. It was evening and morning on the 6th. But when we get to the 7th, it says the 7th day. It no longer talks about evenings and mornings. It seems as if God simply left things that way. He is going to rest. He is going to take a break. All his creation is finished. But there is no strict commandment. God blessed the day. God rested that day, and he sanctified the Sabbath day. But the word Sabbath as such does not appear in the book of Genesis. Secondly, we can find that the Sabbath was a practice specific to the law. Like all the practices of the law, they were exclusive to the Jewish people. And we are going to see this in the light of God's word. Deuteronomy chapter 5 verses 12 to 14. Moses gives the reason why the Sabbath was given to the nation of Israel. When it says, remember that you were a servant in the land of Egypt, and that Jehovah your God brought you out of there with a mighty hand and an outstretched arm. Therefore, Jehovah your God has commanded you to keep the Sabbath day. Why was Israel supposed to keep the Sabbath day? To remember that God brought us out of Egypt. Notice that here it doesn't say they were supposed to keep the Sabbath day to remember that God rested on the 7th day. No, it's making a clear reference to the people of Israel and their exodus from Egypt.